So, I've been yapping for 11 minutes tas hindi pala naka-on itong microphone. So, I need to redo everything. So, hello. Welcome to another episode. In this episode, we will just talk about being lost and yeah, the things that go with it. And ayun, kaya ko rin naman ginawa yung Josh of all trades talaga. It's mainly to be a connection pa rin talaga sa mga students ko. Kaya ayun din yung sinabi ko sa pinakaunang episode na I want this to be a connection with my students that wherever they are, they can have a voice that they can listen to. Wow. Especially with the journey of adulthood. And I feel like the things that I am experiencing now as someone na nasa gitna na ng 20s niya will be helpful as well kapag sila na yun nandito sa portion na to ng life. So, might as well record it kasi baka someday kailanganin. Ganon. And also, another reason why I really love doing this podcast is that I also get to track kung saan na ako in a specific point of my life and kung ano yung nararanasan ko. There are some podcasts, for example, yung first podcast ko, yung podcast namin ni Aliyah, na kapag binabalikan ko ngayon, parang I'm learning something then from myself from months ago. And in this podcast, my topic will be being lost. It is such a negative thing for us to be lost. Kasi ayun yung sinasabi sa atin. Kapag lost ka, hindi mo alam yung mga ginagawa mo, something like that. One thing is for sure, there will be an instance in your life that you will really find yourself na lost ka. Last Friday, I had an interview with a student from BS DevCom sa UPLB. It's just for her project. Tapos, hindi kami magkakilala. I was referred to her by the project leader of the Microgreens project, and we talk about the technicalities of the project, when and where did it start, something like that. And at the end of our conversation, actually off-cam na to, nagkukwento lang ako ng stuff about college life, something like that. Before we end, parang ang sabi niya sa akin, it is a nice talk kasi as someone din na parang medyo hindi rin alam kung saan pupunta. Tapos ang sinabi ko sa kanya is, it's okay to be lost sometimes and ayun, we just need to acknowledge that there will be times na magiging lost ka sa life na hindi mo sure yung next step mo. And the beauty of that is you get to know yourself deeper. And at the same time, it is somehow a period kung saan pwede mong i-ask yung sarili mo if you're still doing the things that you love to do. Ayun yung isa sa mga highlight ko nung Friday when I went back to LB. And aside from that, I also cross paths with some of my former students. Tapos parang kwentuhan lang kami saglit sa may mismong daan. Tapos parang sinasabi nila na, ano na sir ang gagawin mo? Sandali. And I always get that question. Especially may mga students din ako from UP Manila na ina-ask na parang what's the next step for you sir? Something like that. And I always say na parang feeling ko wala. Wala pa akong next step na I've always been a planner for most of my life. Let's say for example, after my undergraduate, nakaplano na talaga ako to take my master's. I already applied. 1 month after kong gumraduate, January 2022, February, nag-apply na ako for master's. Then after that, sabi ko, okay, kapag nakapasok ako ng master's, I will try to apply for teaching assistantship para meron scholarship. Tapos after ng master's, I already secured a PhD program before graduating sa master's. I was in a semester sa PhD. Tapos, sabi ko ganun, I feel like I don't see myself na nasa UPLB pa rin for PhD because I feel like I can grow more in another place. Nung start ng PhD ko, nag-apply ako as senior lecturer sa UP Manila. I got in. Then after that, ayan na. Then ngayon, the question is, saan na ako pupunta after? And I haven't yet secured anything for the next months. So, andito ako ngayon. Parang palutang-lutang ako. And, ayun, sabi kong ganyan, it's okay. And it's a time for me to really evaluate myself kung ano ba yung gusto kong gawin. Pero one thing is for sure, within this time of waiting, I will be active dito sa channel na to. Just documenting my life, just documenting my thoughts and just putting it out there. Then I'm also planning to do content creation doon naman sa Microgreens Project, tapos sa Sprout of Philippines and Yabong Pilipinas. So Sprout of Philippines, we're about to launch our website. Sa Microgreens Project, it's a long overdue thing sa aking to-do list to create a microgreens e-course. And perhaps I feel like this is the time for me to focus on that because I can also use that as my portfolio going somewhere. It's the waiting game. May portion kasi ng 2024 na ang laman ng TikTok ko ay mga astrology stuff. Tapos parang, okay, ano yung meron sa 2025, blah, blah, blah. So, ano naman ako kay ChatGPT. What's in for 2025 for ganito yung zodiac sign stuff. Tapos, parang ang sabi sa akin doon, parang 2025, like, ang daming mangyayaring movements like physical movements that I will go to places, ganyan, ganyan. And true enough, like first month pa lang, nag-move na ako dito sa Manila. And I don't know kung saan pa ako dadali ng 2025. Pero, yeah, ayun, nakakatawa lang na, okay, ano na mangyayari? And that's the beauty of uncertainty na parang may thrill, pero at the same time, we also need to acknowledge na meron siyang other side, may negative side siya, na yung mental toll, yung effect niya sa na-anxious ka if may pupuntahan ka ba or what. Yeah. But I feel like in this phase of our life, na 25, ganyan, I feel like this is the best time for us to really explore the world. Kasi, nakakatawa. May pinafollow ako sa TikTok, yung illegal. Basta yung sabi na illegal, si Ichiban something. Basta Ichi something like that. Tapos parang, sabi niya ganun, kapag daw, which is my point naman, sabi niya, kapag daw ginugol mo yung 20s mo na nag-work ka lang, may possibility na kapag matanda ka na, yung mga pinag-workan mo ng 20s, 30s mo, hindi mo na siya ma-enjoy. Kasi for example, hindi ka na makakapag-travel kapag kunwari matanda ka na, ganyan. Yung mga ganong bagay. May point naman, di ba? Pero yung kasing sa video niya, parang, what if i-devote mo sa illegal yung ganito portion ng life mo? Something like that. Pero, ayun, may point siya actually na hindi yung illegal na part, pero yung portion na kapag puro work ang gagawin mo ng buong 20s mo, tapos after kapag matanda ka na, may possibility na hindi mo na siya ma-enjoy kasi like lahat ng mga pinagpaguran mo, ganyan. Ayun. Pero we still need to practice things such as like um, financial intelligence, ano yung term? Being wise sa sa finance mo, being wise sa time mo, etc. sa energy mo, ganon. So, yeah, tumatanda na rin kasi. Wow, sumasakit na ang likod. Ganyan. And, pero yeah, those are some of the things na kailangan din talaga i-consider. And ayun nga, if you're in your mid-20s or early 20s, ayun, I just want you to know na it's okay to explore the world at this portion of your life. Ayun. Ang lagi ko nagiging tema, especially nung early 20s ko, nung nagti-TA ako, 22, 23, na money will always come back. Pero yung mga experiences na pwede mong ma-experience during those times, let's say for example, going to places, yung mga ganon, building memories with your friends, with your family, ganon. So, those are some of the things na talagang valuable din, lalo nang as early as now. Ayun. Ayun lang naman. So, I feel like the main point of this podcast talaga is to remind you that if you are lost in a specific portion of your life, you are not alone. A lot of people I lost then, like us. Sama ko ni sarili ko. And that's okay. And everything will fall into place when the right time comes. And yeah, ayun na naman. Flex ko lang yung bago kong setup with the lights. Ayun, with the lights. yeah, that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye.